I thought I'd bring you this update. It's going to be a bit slapdash, a little bit here and there, a bit sporadic, but I wanted to bring you it because we've now got a site we can go and keep our eye on the updates, what's upcoming to Dreams. And that's on a site which I will post in the description on Trello.com, and I will post that in the description once this video is up. But we'll go through the whole thing. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'll click on it as well because each one seems to have a small description tied to it, and that gives you a little bit more information. And the first thing is changes to stamping scenes, dreams within other dreams. And the description for that is playable scenes and dreams can no longer be stamped into a dream if you are not the author of both the sub-scene, dream and the parent. I would imagine that's the helps to stop people stealing other people's work. I suppose that's going to be very welcome. Make art stream prizes remixable. That speaks for itself really. Comment changes. We've added a frequency limit to comments, meaning you'll need to wait 2 minutes after leaving a comment to comment again. And comments will be required to contain at least 5 characters. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. People do like to have conversations, and doing that is going to reduce the capability of having a conversation. So I'm not entirely sure about that. I think that might need a rethink in the future when you find that out. You want to be trying to promote people having conversations. You know, if I'm going to talk to someone about a bug in a game, I want to be able to explain it thoroughly. What I mean, if the person doesn't understand my first comment, he's going to ask me what do I mean, and if I can't answer immediately, that's going to stop the flow of the conversation. So I'll definitely rethink that one. I'm not sure about that one. General improvements and bug fixes. You know, I don't think there's any point. Fixed issues where users could lose the pink block before the deleting step of the home space. Changed the what's new welcome home kit and ancient temple thumbnails. Fixed crash which occurred due to significant time spent in the Dreamiverse. Never had any of those problems. But I won't read any more of those patch notes out. The next one up is features in progress. We've got a Welcome Garden character pack. Our next Welcome Garden pack is all about characters. This pack would include new characters for you to use in your creations, as well as a pre-made non-player character and some simple enemy characters. That's interesting. That might be fun for some people. A new base puppet type and new flow when selecting a puppet. Now this is really interesting. Now if that base puppet is a quadruped, fair enough, but if it's not, it's what I suggested. Because so many people have created characters with the puppet that's already available, Minimolecule can't really adjust it that much without breaking their characters, and the only real option is for them to include a new character, and this looks very much like that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be much better version of the puppet we've already got, or it could be a quadruped. Doesn't sound like it. You would think they'd say quadruped if it was. So I think I'm 90% sure that is going to be a far better character for you to use, and I'm looking forward to that. Opens a character collection which includes a new base puppet type. A character collection. Interesting. I wonder if they'll allow people from the community to add to that if it's a good enough puppet. That'll be definitely something worth looking forward to. Dreams demo for PlayStation Store. Well, that's good, isn't it? We need people to play the game and try the game out. Now that could pave the way for a user interface that only allows people to play games in Dreams, and that is a good way of using monetization. Now if you could release a little thing like that for free, but in order to get access to certain games you pay a small entrance fee, some of that entrance fee could go to the creator, some to Sony and some to Minimolecule clearly, but that would be a good way of introducing monetization. into dreams without affecting the infrastructure of the actual dreams itself, and keep it on PSN. I like that idea. InDreams link genealogy browser. Our InDreams genealogy browser allows you to navigate through the creation's general genealogy tree via the creations page. That's fine, not really what I'm into, but still got Twitch integration. We've already got that, I believe. Twitch stats will be added to user and creation profiles for InDreams, and Twitch accounts can be linked. Okay, that's looking good, but what about YouTube? Damn it! I'm going to have to get a new laptop because I need to get involved in that. Welcome Garden Pack, Gameplay Pack. A Welcome Garden Gameplay Pack will be a collection of contraptions to use with the Welcome Garden collection and your own creations to add some gameplay to your creations within the same style. Cool addition. Welcome Garden Mood Pack. The final part of our Welcome Garden kit will be our Mood Pack, featuring music and atmospheric elements. These will be usable in your creations as well as your home space. Remember, you can use our Welcome Garden art pack and character pack in your home space too. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Dreamiverse D-pad controls. No description there, but that sounds intriguing. Personal level cap raise. Up, up, up. You can rate. The level cap has been raised. I don't like levels in Dreams. I don't think you should be putting I don't know, levels on creativity. Somebody might be level 5 and still be better than somebody who's level 110. Look at me. Look at my level, and I haven't created much at all. I'm not keen on levels in Dreams, but that's good for those who are. Tweak to adjust sun shadow range. There is a new sun tweak that controls a scale which some lighting effects happen. Shadow from the sun, skylight shadows, lighting from point lights, plus glowing sculpt paint. Increasing this scale means these effects cover a larger game world but have less detail near the camera. The scale can also be decreased to have the opposite effect. Interesting. I like my lighting, and that sounds interesting. Moves new shortcut to rotate objects. When using the move controllers and stamping something, holding the shift button, i.e. the secondary triangle button, will now allow you to rotate the held object by rotating your second hand. Neat little addition for those who have move controllers. Dreamiverse threaded comments. Doesn't say much about that, doesn't say anything about that. Moderation appeals. A system for users to be able to appeal moderation on a particular piece of content. I'm always in two minds about that sort of thing. Those things can easily be abused. Ancient Danger Kits. No description. Ancient Danger Kits. Obviously things like fire, lava, electricity maybe drowning, stuff like that. And VR expansion. A free update to Dreams that will implement VR support, including Create Mode updates and Media Molecules content play. Yeah, full change list to be outlined on announce. Okay. That wasn't me, that was them. Bug fixes in progress. Well, I won't read the bug fixes. We'll skip the bushes. Known issues. Previous released. And then we've got the features. We'll go through the features. Home space additions, rooms and doors. We want to help bring your home space to life. We'll be adding features such as magic doors, allowing you to link through to other creators you want to highlight, including their own home space, as well as directly to creations, your own or others. Very interesting, eh? Very interesting indeed. New gadget. Time gadget. You can get the current time, the time the session started, and you can even feed that time into the sky and sun to get accurate sky and sun depending on the latitude and longitude you set up in the gadget. The current time can be split by a splitter to allow you to look at the year and month, days, etc. Nice one. People be able to make calendars and things like that. That sounds cool. Community jam features. No description of that, but that's coming. Profile page upgrades. No description for that one either. But that sounds interesting. Audio engine filth slider review. No description for that, but that sounds interesting. Beat synced LFO. No idea what that means. I made LFOs work in timelines, in sounds, in wheels, in chips. I don't even know what that means, folks. We should actually include a description of what it means. That would be handy for noobs like me. Either synced and unsynced on a toggle and added triplets. Also had to do a bit of engine yak shave to make some LFO effects persist past the end of tracks, etc. But it's definitely fun to use. I bet Bogdan wrote that one. Thanks, Bogdan. I didn't understand a word of it. Bake tool. It's very interesting and it's experimental, it says here. But the description is, it essentially bakes emitted objects into your scene so they become a permanent part of your scene. Doesn't sound all that exciting, but it paves the way for all sorts of crazy community seeded creation tools and procedural generation techniques. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Procedural generation is a way forward as far as size is concerned. Scripting. No description for scripting. Oh, I was looking forward to reading that one. Calculator. Additional features. Now this is going to be beyond me, folks. I'll read it anyway. Wide calculator. It adds and multiplies up to 10 inputs. Pages of new calculator functions, now including sin, cosine, tangents, I can't remember. Blubbidek. I'm not a mathematician, folks. Distance between points, angles between vectors, vector lengths, vector, normalized, dot product, normalized, cross product, normalized. I don't know. It's all words to me. But no doubt the mathematicians out there will be having a fit at this moment. Increase the maximum number of variables. This should allow people to have more complicated save games. That's going to be welcomed by a lot of people, especially those working on RPGs and things like that. Improved trending system. I don't like the trending system, because the trending system only reflects the taste of people who are looking. And at the moment the taste is copy, silly, and I don't like any of that. Right, improved in notifications aggregation and in notification aggregation improvements. There isn't much there either in way of description. Mode for viewing other people's creations in edit mode without them being remixable. Oh, that is going to be handy. That is going to be really handy. To be able to take somebody's creation and use it as a template for your own by having it in your level and copying it or taking inspiration from it. That is great. Pinning favourite creations. Doesn't say much about that, but that could be interesting. I might use that a lot, actually. Ability to edit grid opacity when using grid snap in edit mode. Oh, that's going to be useful, especially on lower, like the base PlayStation 4. It becomes the grid is a little too much sometimes when you get to a very small grid size, but if you can make it slightly transparent, that's going to help a heck of a lot. Ability to edit text gadget color in edit mode. No description there either. Ability to edit text gadget color in edit mode. Interesting. Exporting 3D print. Yes, folks. Exporting 3D print and online multiplayer. It's all coming, folks. We all knew that was coming anyway. But cool. I thought I'd bring you that. I hope you enjoyed this very short little video with a bit of information. Pardon my reading out loud. I haven't got my glasses on and I can't see it with my glasses on either, so I struggle. I'm basically craning forward like a miserly old man, staring hard at the screen. I hope I did a really reasonable job. And all that's left for me to say, of course, is fairly well, toodle pip, au revoir, and all this good stuff. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.